هذا التسجيل هو عمل تطوعي مقدم من مبادرة بصيرة للأشخاص المكفوفين وضعاف البصر بالتعاون مع المجلس الأعلى لحقوق الأشخاص ذوي الإعاقة. Action Pack 10 10th grade Activity Book Unit 7 Weather and Climate. Vocabulary. Exercise 1. Match the types of climate and their descriptions. Which one can you see in the photo? In the photo, الصورة هي صورة صحراء. Description A. Very hot and dry during the day. Is that 1. Polar, 2. Tundra, 3. Mountain, 4. Desert, 5. Monsoon, or 6. Tropical? The correct answer for this is number 4, desert. B. Very cold with ice and snow on the ground. Is that 1. Polar, 2. Tundra, 3. Mountain, 4. Desert, 5. Monsoon, or 6. Tropical? C. Cold and dry with short summers and little rain. Is that 1. Polar, 2. Tundra, 3. Mountain, 4. Desert, 5. Monsoon, or 6. Tropical? D. Hot and wet with rainforests. Is it 1. Polar, 2. Tundra, 3. Mountain, 4. Desert, 5. Monsoon, or 6. Tropical? E. Colder at higher levels. Is it 1. Polar, 2. Tundra, 3. Mountain, 4. Desert, 5. Monsoon, or 6. Tropical? F. Months of dry weather followed by months of heavy rain. Is it 1. Polar, 2. Tundra, 3. Mountain, 4. Desert, 5. Monsoon, 6. Tropical? And remember to match the right one with the picture. Grammar. Exercise 2. Join the sentences with a relative pronoun. Remember, the relative pronouns are who, where, whose, which, when. One. The first sentence is, this is the book. The second sentence is, my teacher wants me to read it. The correct answer would be, this is the book which my teacher wants me to read. Now do the same for the rest of the sentences. Number 2. Sentence 1. That's the boy. Sentence 2. His mother is a teacher. 3. Sentence 1. That's the primary school. Sentence 2. I spent 5 years there. 4. Sentence 1. Alia's the girl. Sentence 2. She always gets top marks. 5. Sentence 1. This is the pen. Sentence 2. I always use it to write exams. Exercise 3. Join the sentences parts 1 to 5 and A to E using the correct relative pronouns from the box. The relative pronouns are who, where, when, whose, and which. Sentence 1. I've been to a country. Do you join that with A. Daughter has memorized the whole Quran. B. Talib lent me. C. People go on holiday. D. Helped me with my school project. E. There's a monsoon climate. The correct answer would be connecting 1 with E. I've been to a country where there's a monsoon climate. So I connected 1 with E and the relative pronoun where. Sentence 2. Where's the book? Do you connect it with A. Daughter has memorized the whole Quran. B. Talib lent me. C. People go on holiday. Or D. Helped me with my school project. Connect 2 with either A, B, C, or D with a relative pronoun in the middle. Sentence 3. That's the man. Do you connect it with A. Daughter has memorized the whole Quran. B. Talib lent me. C. People go on holiday. D. Helped me with my school project. Sentence 4. July is the month. Do you connect it with A. Daughter has memorized the whole Quran. B. Talib lent me. C. People go on holiday. Or D. Helped me with my school project. Sentence 5. That's the teacher. Do you connect it with A. Daughter has memorized the whole Quran. B. Talib lent me. C. People go on holiday. D. Helped me with my school project. Exercise 4. Complete the sentences with your own ideas. Work in pairs and discuss your ideas. Number 1. Blank is the teacher blank. You could say, Miss Majida is the teacher who teaches us English. Number 2. Blank is a person blank. For example, you can say, my brother is a person whom I can trust. Sentence number 3. Blank is a country blank. Fill in the blanks with your own ideas. Sentence number 4. Blank is the city blank. Sentence number 5. Blank is a sport blank. Sentence number 6. Blank was the year blank. Sentence number 7. Blank is the day blank. Exercise 6. Complete the sentences about climate change with the words from the box. The words in the box are atmosphere, crops, droughts, global, greenhouse, flood, sea levels, temperature. How the world's climate is changing. 1. The blank is rising all the time and Earth is becoming hotter. So remember, fill in the blank with one of the words in the box. Atmosphere, crops, droughts, global, greenhouse, flood, sea levels, or temperature. 2. Melting ice causes a rise in blank. Which word from the box would you fill in this blank? 3. Blank gases in the world's blank leads to blank warming. So fill in these 3 blanks from words from the box. 4. Long periods with rain are called blank. They can cause damage to blank. Writing. Exercise 7. Read Hamid's notes to find out how the kind of food we eat affects the environment. Then answer the question below. Hamid wrote, most people eat meat that comes from cows, sheep, and other animals. Animals eat crops, and a lot of land resources are needed to grow the crops. A lot of forests are destroyed to create special lands to raise these animals. Such animals produce greenhouse gases which lead to global warming. After reading Hamid's notes, what conclusion can you come up with? Justify your answer. Reading. Exercise 8. Read the text and answer the questions. The 9 beautiful islands of Tuvalu in the Pacific Ocean have always been at a very low sea level. They are only just above the surface of the ocean now, but the sea is rising every year. Tropical storms on the island have begun to get much worse since the 1980s. Rising sea waters cause floods. The floods are destructive, turning whole villages into lakes. One of the problems is that the sea water is making the land too salty, so it is impossible to grow any crops. This natural disaster has caused a feeling of sadness in the hearts of many, and experts believe it was caused by climate change. They think the problem is going to get worse. These tiny islands will disappear completely unless we can stop global warming. The Tuvalans face a difficult dilemma. If they stay in Tuvalu, their lives will be in danger, and their resources will no longer become sufficient. However, if they leave, they will suffer deeply. Tuvalu is the only home they have ever known. Question 1. Why are the islands of Tuvalu under threat? Question number 2. What will happen to the islands if global warming continues? Question number 3. How do tropical storms affect the island? Question number 4. What is the effect of flooding on people's food supply? Question number 5. What are the 2 options that the Tuvalan people have? Exercise 9. Write a short paragraph suggesting solutions to reduce global warming. Use the words from the box below. The words in the box are appliance, organic, conserve, extinction. Writing. A description of a country's climate. Exercise 10. Choose one of the following types of climate to research. Which country has this kind of climate? The types of climate are tropical, monsoon, cool temperate, warm temperate, desert, mountain, tundra, polar. Now choose one of these. Make notes about the weather in the country you are going to research. How many different seasons are there? What is the weather like in each season? What crops do people grow there? How have people and animals adapted to the climate? Now answer all these questions depending on the climate you chose and the country that has that kind of climate. Exercise 11. Now write a description of the country's climate and conditions. Using the answers you chose in exercise 10, you can put them together to form a paragraph to describe the country's climate and conditions.